evening, and welcome to De La Salle Collegiate's Virtual Information Nights. I'm Kevin Fitzhenry, the Director of Admissions. I'm glad you could join us tonight and learn all about De La Salle and how to start your journey to becoming collegiate committed. Tonight you're going to hear from parents, students, administrators about all the exciting opportunities that await you here at De La Salle. We will cover the amended admissions process for this upcoming year, as well as give you an overview of our school mission, academic offerings, including our International Baccalaureate degree program, and discuss student life here at the Collegiate. If at any point you have a question, please enter it here in the chat. I will be monitoring the questions throughout the evening and will get back to you with any answers that we have. Now, to kick things off, I'd like to introduce our principal, Brother Ken Kalinowski. Brother?
Hello, my name is Brother Ken Kalinowski, Principal of De La Salle Collegiate. Since 1680, educational institutions in more than 80 countries have been influenced by the vision and innovative spirit of St. John Baptist de La Salle, the founder of the Brothers of the Christian Schools and the patron saint of teachers. De La Salle transformed education by forming a community of educators with whom he developed a spirituality of teaching and learning to give a human and Christian education to young people, especially the poor. Lasallian education centers on Catholic values and personal relationships, emphasizing academic excellence, faith formation, inclusion, respect for the individual, service, and social justice. A Lasallian education strives to enrich each student's cultural, intellectual, physical, social, and spiritual development. Today, the De La Salle Christian Brothers and their Lasallian partners continue to respond to students through advancements in teaching, technology, and scholarship. In Lasallian communities, educators touch hearts, stimulate minds, and cultivate leadership to prepare the students for life, work, and service to society and the church. Thank you for joining us this evening as you start your journey to becoming collegiate committed. God bless, and co-pilots. I would now like to introduce you to Mr. Vince Motowski, this year's Student Council President.
Thank you, Brother Ken. My name is Vincent Motowski, senior and this year's class president. Today, we're going to be discussing everything De La Salle, from academics to clubs to sports. Personally, I'm one of 3 brothers to become a De La Salle pilot. My favorite parts about the school are the Catholic Lasallian-based education and the brotherhood. De La Salle is all about building new relationships. This is the cornerstone of our Lasallian mission, along with the academic rigor and school safety. To learn more about these points, we're going to kick it over to Admissions Director Kevin Fitzhenry.
Thanks, Vince. De La Salle is committed to providing the highest level of academic preparation for our students. They can choose from over 114 different course offerings, including 15 honors classes, 14 AP classes, and 13 IB classes. Currently, 31% of our curriculum is at the AP and IB level, and over 49% of our students take a curriculum that is honors levels or higher. For more details on our course offerings or to view our curriculum guide, you can view the school's website or click the link that's now listed in the chat. De La Salle is one of 3 private schools in the state of Michigan to offer the prestigious International Baccalaureate degree program, which is widely recognized as the most challenging and respected pre-university course of study anywhere in the world. It helps students develop the cognitive tools needed for success in an increasingly interconnected global world. The IB program teaches students to learn the same way that they will be taught in college, with a focus on critical thinking instead of memorization, with assessments that go beyond standardized testing. It helps develop the students' abilities to write, communicate orally, and to conduct research. To gain a student perspective on the IB program, here's IB senior Ryan Hensley.
So, in terms of IB and the International Baccalaureate program as a whole, it's far better than any other program to prepare you for college, mainly in the sense that for AP, your only goal is to get college credit and to pass the test. IB teaches you as a student as a whole how to answer questions and what to do with the questions. So for IB, one of the main focuses is the theory of knowledge, what we know, how we know, and why we know what we know, and global issues that are current in the world. So in your English classes, you'll talk about what are the global issues through literature. In history, you talk about the global issues throughout the world. In math, you not only learn the math, but you learn how to apply the math to the real world. And it's very unique in the sense that it's not multiple choice and short answer and this and that. It's all prompted based on questions. You write a lot, and you will learn how to write and how to write a college essay, how to write a resume. You'll learn what the world is like, essentially.
Thanks, Ryan. Our highest priority is to offer outstanding teaching in all of our courses. De La Salle is characterized by the continued development of excellence in the classroom, the recognition of multiple ways of learning, and the accessibility of the staff to our students. The mission and responsibility of the counseling department and our academic support team is to advocate for students. We seek to develop a relationship with each student and become cognizant of the student's academic, personal, social, and spiritual strengths and weaknesses. We assist students in their developmental growth from freshman year through senior year and strive to maximize their potential in every way possible in partnership with parents and teachers. To learn more about our support services, here is school psychologist Mr. Andrew Campbell.
As a school psychologist, I have training in school systems and curriculum, effective teaching methods and supports, as well as what positive learning looks like. And I can use those skills to help ensure that any problems that students are facing today, we can come up with a solution to help them have success in the future.
You don't get that anywhere else. Mr. Hicks popped into our meeting with Mr. Albani and Mr. Campbell the other day on Zoom just to let us know how much more confident Dan is this year compared to when he had him sophomore year. Mr. Ritchie called me at home a couple weeks ago to let me know how much more confident my son is this year compared to last year. I've never had that. I've only had bad phone calls from other schools, but at De La Salle, you know what? They take an interest in the boys. They truly take an interest in the boys, and they want to see them become men, good Christian men.
I think first and foremost, I have never dropped my student off and ever worried about their well-being or their safety. I'm excited for them to walk into that building. I know they're going to learn something, that someone's going to pick them up and help them and work with them and make it a great day for them. I want the school to emulate what happens in a home, and it does here. It is family. It is adults that they can turn to and brothers that they rely on, and the two are just synonymous. So to drop him off at the beginning of a day and to pick him up at the end of it, I don't worry about a thing because I know he is forever taken care of.
Confidence. You guys gave him confidence in himself that I hadn't seen before. A home. He feels like De La Salle is home. He was so happy to come back to school this year and to be able to come back to school, not doing it remotely. How many 17-year-old boys are happy to go to school?
So in terms of De La Salle as a whole, there is not one teacher who won't know your name, and that's a bold statement, but I stand by that 100% because I may have never had a teacher, but every teacher knows my name here, and every teacher wants to know you. It's not just this idea of, I have this kid as a student, I only have him for a year. You know, after I have his class and he graduates or he goes on to, from freshman to sophomore, junior to senior, I'll never see him again. I'll never talk to him. Every teacher will continue to talk to you. I have teachers that I haven't had since freshman year who will come up to me every day in the hallway and say, hey, how are you doing? How's classes? Do you like everything right now? And it's this idea that it's not just you in high school, it's you and everyone else is in high school together, and it's pretty cool because like I said, there's teachers who I've never had before, and they know me on a personal level. And it's this weird idea of, in any other school, I don't think that's possible, for a teacher to know each individual student and be able to know what they do and what their interests are. I just think it's super unique and super cool.
So as a parent, I love the fact that beyond the classroom walls, my student has relationships with other individuals inside the building. Of course, there's their teachers, but there's always someone walking the halls, either from the office staff, from another department, from maybe a coaching standpoint, that knows the kids, that connects with the kids. There are adults at the front entrance that are greeting them every morning, knowing their names, saying hello, and just making sure that they're off to a great start. I know that my student has multiple individuals in the building that he can talk to simply about hobbies or casual conversation, and there are people that he can go to with issues or problems.
The mission of DLSL provided me with this foundation for the rest of my life.
I learned how to work here. I learned how to think here. I learned an ethic. I learned determination.
Service is an important aspect of Lasallian education because it allows our young men at a very early age to realize that they have an opportunity to give back to their community and to their school.
The impact that people can have on others and the sacrifices people make. That's really what DLSL is all about.
Young men's futures are very different without places like De La Salle. What does college look like? What do life skills look like? De La Salle is a place where those values and that humanity gets taught and modeled.
The school always welcomes people to come back, whether alumnus or not, and really help perpetuate the mission of the school.
I graduated in 1959.
1975.
Proud 1977 graduate.
Class of 2008, go Pilots.
It doesn't matter if you're a graduate from 1979 or 2003 or 2019. Once you're a brother of De La Salle, you have everyone's back.
Hi, I'm Larry Rancilio, president of De La Salle Collegiate, an alumnus of the class of 1986. For the past 94 years, De La Salle and the Christian Brothers have remained dedicated to our Lasallian mission of providing the best college prep education here on the east side of Detroit. We are proud of our De La Salle community and all it does to support and empower each student as we encourage each young man to develop his faith, character, intellect, and morality. I encourage you to connect with us, experience our world-class learning environment, and the strength of De La Salle education. De La Salle is more than 4 years, it's forever. Come and discover why we are builders of boys and makers of men.
A defining characteristic of a De La Salle education is the development of the whole person. Students are encouraged to pursue their passions and discover new interests. Our Fine Arts program offers coursework in drama, visual arts, band, orchestra, choir, and music. Dramatic production and concerts provide an outlet for sharing of their talents. Student athletes will enjoy playing on one or more of our sports teams and the home field advantage that comes from having a brand new, state-of-the-art athletic field for soccer, lacrosse, and football. Our extracurricular activities are diverse, inclusive, allowing each student the opportunity to cultivate their own interest and creative abilities. There are over 50 different clubs that students can participate in.
Here at De La Salle, there's a club or activity for everyone. We encourage every student to get involved. For myself, I joined almost every club that I could possibly fit in my schedule freshman year, specifically the DECA business competitions. Doing this inspired and made me realize of what I want to study in the future, which is business law and politics.
It's not hard at all to get involved in anything. If there's not something here, I'd be surprised, but that does happen sometimes where there isn't a club here that someone wants to start. But if you have one teacher and 3 other students, you can start a club. For example, we started a spike ball club this year. Don't know how that happened, but it actually happened. We have a movie club, we have euchre, we have countless sports and activities to do. And then don't just be this kind of person where you're gonna go to school from 8 a.m. to 2:45, bell to bell, I'm gonna go home. High school's supposed to be fun, and De La Salle makes it fun. There's no doubt about it when they say it's a brotherhood and it's not just 4 years, it's for life. Because you'll walk through these halls and people will be talking about this or that, and you're like, well, where'd you hear that? Well, I'm in this club. I'm in Stock Market Club, DECA Club, World Cultures Club, Robotics, etc. And it's very unique because I don't know any other school that not only has a euchre club and encourages euchre club, but has Stock Market Club where you can participate actively in an actual game and the winner wins gift cards, or even a movie club where you watch movies and learn and kind of analyze what the actual filmmaking process is like. There's students walking around doing first class news with cameras that I never would have thought as a possibility. The students actually do that. It's not a teacher saying, do this, this, and this. The students come up with the ideas and they do it themselves. And I think that's the coolest part.
The admissions process will look different this year than it has in previous years for students entering the 9th grade. The largest adjustment is the move away from the high school placement test as a requirement for general admission. Students who are looking to earn an academic scholarship or to place into honors courses, we will be offering an academic merit exam on November 21st, December 7th, February 6th, and March 6th. Students scoring in the 90th percentile or above will have an opportunity to earn between $3,000 and $8,000. These awards are renewable each year as long as the student maintains a certain grade point average. There are 5 easy steps to becoming collegiate committed. 1. Connect with us. Schedule an individual family tour of our facilities. Tours can be scheduled at the end of our school day beginning at 3 p.m. or on the weekends. We are happy to accommodate whatever schedule you have. We can also schedule personalized Zoom meetings, or parents can attend a virtual coffee talk and meet with members of the admissions team and counseling departments. Any parent who registers for a coffee talk will be receiving a $5 Starbucks gift card. Unfortunately, due to COVID restrictions, our pilot for the day's shadow visits are currently suspended. However, we are happy to announce that we will be able to host an in-person open house later this November. Step 2. Fill out the application. Go online to our admissions portal to start the application process. The application deadline for current freshmen will be December 18th. Step 3. Submit your grades and standardized test scores. Log back into the admissions portal and upload your supporting documents, plus send out a request to obtain a teacher recommendation. Step 4. Take the Academic Merit Scholarship exam. All students are encouraged to take the exam, although it is not a requirement for general admission. Step 5. Register. Acceptance letters will be mailed out on January 22, 2021. Once you have received your acceptance letter, you can schedule a registration appointment with the admissions department. We will meet to finalize your registration information, set up your fax tuition account, order your uniform, and pick your classes for the incoming year. That's it. Pretty simple. Tuition assistance is also available. This assistance is funded directly from De La Salle Collegiate and its supporters. We receive no outside funding from the state of Michigan or from the Archdiocese of Detroit or any other institution. We will allocate the funds in the order that the applications were received, verified, and accepted. The application for tuition assistance will open and become available to our families on January 1st, 2021. For this current school year, De La Salle awarded over $2.1 million worth of tuition assistance to our families. In fact, over 56% of De La Salle families received tuition assistance. We also encourage families to explore financial aid opportunities outside of what De La Salle may offer. Many local parishes, churches, nonprofits are eager to help families if there is a need. There are also additional programs available through the Archdiocese of Detroit. For more information, you can visit our tuition assistance page. Thank you for joining us this evening. If you have any other additional questions, please leave them in the chat, or you can email them directly to admissions@delasallehs.com. We'll be happy to schedule a meeting with you or put you in touch with one of our administrators, counselors, or even a parent ambassador. We are here for you. We're here because we're excited that you're going to begin your journey to becoming collegiate committed. Have a wonderful evening, God bless, and go Pilots.